Hello, beautiful people. It is JoiFul Vibes here again, and it is still Aquarius season, and it's time to go through the last 6 of the zodiac. So it is time for my Cancers. Oh, my sensitive crybaby Cancers. No, I love y'all. Y'all very intuitive when it comes to emotion. Y'all, in one hand, can take in a lot of emotion. Y'all hold a lot in y'all shells, and when y'all have too much, y'all just go get a bigger shell. But then at the same time, y'all can be very empathetic. So I do appreciate that about Cancers. Y'all are in tune with emotion, so it is easy for y'all to understand others' emotions. Now, what y'all do with that emotion, whether y'all manipulate it or embrace it, is up to the holder. But I digress. I'm going to take some time, channel in that watery Cancer energy, and see what the Aquarius season has in store for y'all. All right, we're going to cut these one time for the Cancers. Bottom of the card off to the side. And the first question is, how do y'all feel about yourselves right now, Cancer? What is going on with my Cancers? How are y'all feeling? Y'all feel a lot of things, but for now, how do y'all feel about yourselves? You're bored. You're blessed, but you're bored. As of right now, it's been a lot of consistency when it comes to your emotions and your money. As you see, you got your 4 cups, they're open and they're being filled, but it's like you're not even appreciating that it is filled. Like sometimes, especially like, I'm not calling y'all rich, but sometimes rich people can have everything taken care of on a financial level to the point that like they have so much stability, they be bored with themselves. So with that being said, Cancers, right now you're in a state that you may not know which direction to go. You feel like you've accomplished a lot, but you're not done yet. So don't get complacent. Don't get bored. Stability is good. Being at peace is good. But don't let yourself waste time because you feel like you've done everything. You're still alive, so there's still more to do. Now, what do y'all want? What does a Cancer desire? What's going on with the Cancers? What's their heart desire? Their heart's desire is a 10 of Swords. Now that's a completion and it's about communication and it's the end of a phase. You have felt a lot of emotions. You have communicated things that have happened to you, have gone on around you, things you've just peeped, different phases of life. But all of that now is coming to a smooth and clear and concise end. Now, this card may represent painful endings. It could be stabbed in the back. It's about communication that led to an ending. So it could be an end of a relationship. It could be an end of a friendship. It could be an end of a business partnership. And it's going to be an opportunity to do some deep healing, some retrospect, some internal work. But it's also about finding hope and resiliency. You see that she's looking over at the horizon. She has climbed up this hill. All the problems that are overhead, they're flying away. They're making their way out. So it's time to reflect and heal. Now, what do you fear? What fears are happening with the Cancer right now? The Queen of Wands. What your issue is right now is you're afraid to take risks. The Queen of Wands is all about creativity and passion and acting on those things and embracing those things that get your fire going. So when you have it in reverse, when it's as a fear, it's because you're lacking your self-confidence. You are stifling your flame. You're afraid to take risks. It's definitely a time of healing right now so you can get back to who you know you are capable of being. That badass, that fire starter. Even though you are a water sign, everybody has that internal flame. And yours might be a little dim right now. So certainly a good time to heal and work on that fear of not being enough or not being good enough or anything that tells you that you're less than. It's false. Get out of those feelings and move forward. So what's going for you right now? What is in the Cancer's favor? What is the Cancer doing right? Wisdom. It is the world. The 21st card, the last card of the Major Arcana, which is the first series of cards in the tarot deck, is about taking on all of your life experiences, the good, the bad, the ugly, the spiritual, the physical, the metaphysical, all of that. Take it into account, and it's made you who you are today. You are well-rounded. Sacred geometry. Everything that the world has to offer, you are taking into the next step of life with wisdom. So just like you were bored right now and it's the end of a phase, you're going into this next phase well-rounded with wisdom. So do not go in fear. Do not lack confidence. You got it. Now, what's going against you, Cancer? What barrier is blocking you from your success? What's going on? What is working against you right now? Oops. Now, the Empress in the negative is about infertility, emotional overwhelm, shutting down. You're getting caught up in those feelings, Cancer. It could be negligence, especially to your health care. Like, she is the world. She creates from within, but you have to be in a healthy vessel it has to be a healthy vessel to create something healthy. And as of right now, you haven't been taking care of yourself. So this is definitely a sign to start within. Work on yourself. Get some self-care in. Take some bubble baths. It's a full moon on the 27th, which is today. So it's a good time to do some releasing rituals and really get back to that confident person that you know you are. Right now, you're your own worst enemy, and that's okay, because you know how to you know who to identify and how to fix it. It's all within. You can do it. So what's the overall outcome? What's going on? What's going to happen next for my Cancers during this Aquarius season? Sit, study. The Eight of Pentacles is about perfecting your craft, being still, and just like I said, today is the full moon. It's a whole lunar period ahead of you. We are right at the beginning of the next lunar period, and it's definitely a good time to take time for yourself, study your craft, do things that you're passionate about, get yourself back excited about who you are and what you can be. So as an overall, before we get into the cut card, what's going on with you right now, Cancers? You're bored. You're bored emotionally. You're bored. What do you desire? You desire to heal and move on to the next phase. You want this heartbreak to end, or this period of uncertainty to end, and you're going to cut that shit. It's over with. It's time to move on. It's a time for healing. Because what you fear is that you're not good enough, or you're not going to be who you know you're capable of. You're not living up to your potential. What you fear right now is that your flame has dwindled, and it hasn't. You need to spark it back up. Now, how can you do that? By remembering where you come from, who you are, and what you have learned. The good, the bad, the ugly, all of that has made you who you are today, and that's why you're an awesome person. Remember that. Feed into that. There is nothing wrong with being a little cocky sometimes. You've been there, you've done that, you wrote a book on it. Remember that and embrace it, because that's what's going for you. Your experiences is what makes you who you are. What's going against you is that you're not taking care of yourself. To create something, you have to have a strong, healthy vessel. So take care of yourself. Take time to meditate. Stop ridiculing yourself. Stop beating yourself up. Stuff happens. Things go left. Things don't work out. Sometimes you got to remember that you're not on your own plan. You're on God's plan. And once you embrace that, it's okay to change things up. As long as you're still alive, you're still here to make a change. And what the future holds for you is to take that time to work on yourself, study your craft, ask questions, write papers, do your research, grow, find those things that spark those fire again, recreate yourself. It's a great time to do so. And as the final card is your cut card, the bottom of the deck. It was the Six of Swords. There's a lot of swords in this reading. It's a lot of communication here. And with this is that you are going from one phase to another, and you have to just have faith that wherever these feelings and these situations are taking you is a place that you need to be. And just like this, it could have been because of it could be some type of grievance behind there. You're leaving something negative behind and you're letting what the future holds take you to the next destination. There is no bad, there is no good card. It's always somewhere in between. And for this one, something negative may have happened to you, but it's not the end of the journey. You're just going to have faith that wherever you're going is where you want to be. If you made it this long, thank you so much for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe. Until we meet again, be good to yourself, be good to others. I love you. Mwah. Peace. This video was brought to you by JoiFul Vibes. Like, share, subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.